What's up, YouTube and wrestling fans? CJ Extreme to talk about my predictions for Backlash 2020 with the greatest match ever. Oh yes. So first, Apollo Crews versus Andrade for the United States Championship. Andrade won a number one contenders match against Kevin Owens and Angel Garza by pinning Angel Garza. So with their dissension continuing with Zelina's boys, I don't know what the group is called, but I'm thinking right here, Garza's going to cost him the title. He might get him pinned, which would really be good for Apollo. Or maybe he'll get him disqualified, which wouldn't be too good for Apollo, but I guess it would advance the story of Garza and Andrade. Or this could all be a ruse, and they actually help Andrade win the title back. But right now, I think Apollo Crews is quite interesting, so I don't think he should lose it just yet. So I'm going to pick Apollo Crews. Then we have Bayley, Sasha Banks defending SmackDown, the Women's Tag Team Championships against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Bliss and Cross applesauce, I like that. Anyways, and the Iconics. We have to assume that Bayley and Sasha are going to retain here, right? Maybe a little bit of a falling out, and then Bayley and Sasha still win. Now they could lose here, and then I don't know if they want to hot potato the titles. It would do wonders for the Iconics to win the titles again in a multi-woman match like they did the first time. So I think that would be cool. And I feel like they want to save Bayley versus Sasha for SummerSlam. So I'm not saying they can't build to it still, but I just feel like they're going to hold the titles until the next pay-per-view, and then they're going to lose them. I want the Iconics to win, but if I guess I want Bayley and Sasha to win, and I'm also predicting them because I don't want the titles to feel like they're just getting passed around like sloppy 17. So now we move on to Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. 1-1 normal matchup, despite this feud seeming like they're just going to have some sort of crazy disqualification match. Nope, they're going to have a one-on-one match right here, which is fine. I guess it's fine. They're using freaking Jeff Hardy's past grievances, problems, drama, etc. His troubled past in the storyline. A lot of people don't agree with it. Some people think it's fine because it's good to play off of real life storylines into wrestling sometimes. It makes it more interesting, but they could have done this a little different. Maybe they could have done something else. Maybe he talks about Jeff Hardy being addicted, adrenaline junkie. He loves. I know what they did though, kind of with Randy Orton and Edge, kinda, not really. But anyways, he's addicted to jumping off of stuff or whatever. And Sheamus is like, "Look, man, you're hurting yourself. I'm gonna put you out of your misery." But no, they're gonna go with the drug stuff instead. So that's what they're gonna do. And with that, I think Sheamus has to win here to build up even more heat on him, so that when Jeff finally beats him, it's like a huge, huzzah. It's great. It's awesome. Now we have Nia Jax challenging for the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. And I gotta pick Asuka. There's no way Nia Jax is winning this belt, dude. There's no way. But with that being said, who's gonna lose their championship, If anybody. I guess that's why there's no championship being advertised as the main event, as far as I know, at least. So I'm thinking Nia's just gonna lose. Maybe Nia will. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna protect Nia, because she's supposed to be this beast or whatever, kinda. She's a bully basically. Now I guess Asuka overcoming the bully is cool, but if they want to keep Nia kind of like a monster a little bit, maybe they'll have Kyrie help her out, but they're probably not gonna do that, right? Asuka is going to win by choking out Nia. I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think she's gonna knock her out. Now, if she knocks her out, that puts Asuka over huge, which would be nice. But now I'm thinking who's gonna challenge her next, which would probably be Charlotte, I guess, and then she can finally put Charlotte to bed. And then good old Shayna B is going to come back. And then there'll be a toss-up from there. I don't know who's going to win that one. I don't know. Apparently Vince isn't too big on Shayna Baszler. Apparently. I don't know. Anyways. So Asuka, I expect to retain. Braun Strowman defending in a handicap match against Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. So I'm thinking he has to beat them. Right? This is his second title defense. He beat Bray Wyatt, not The Fiend. He beat Bray Wyatt. So I'm thinking it's fine for him to beat Miz and Morrison here too. When have they ever done co-WWE champions, right? And then they could have it to where like Morrison or Miz wins and the other one's jealous. But I just don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening here. I can't help but think that Braun's going to win right here. Like I had hoped last time we did predictions for a WWE event. Not NXT, but regular WWE. I was thinking, oh, he gets another feud. He beats that guy, and then he faces The Fiend. But now he's facing two dudes in a... I think it should be a triple threat. I think it would be more interesting if it was a triple threat and not a handicap match. Because then it's like, well, they could pin each other, and Braun could lose. Makes it more interesting. Because there's no way Miz and Morrison are gonna pin Braun at all. It's just not gonna happen. No. And Otis isn't gonna cash in, not here. Maybe he'll cash in when The Fiend maybe loses to Bray or loses to Braun, and then The Fiend gets up and takes out Braun and Otis cash in like that. Maybe. I don't know. But all I got is that Braun's winning. He's got to win. He has to. Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley. This match, I think, has the most intrigue to it. Because it's like the main event is, I don't know if it's main event, but I think it's the main event. Anyways, it's a toss-up, though, with Drew and Bobby Lashley. It's like, you don't know who's going to really win. Like, it makes perfect sense for Drew to win here. But Bobby is being built like he's going to win. And that's good job to the booking and MVP, which is cool. He's been the real MVP, huh? Anyways, I think Bobby, though, isn't going to win this one. I think Lana is going to cost him the championship, too. She's probably going to go after MVP, cost him, and cost Bobby. And then Bobby and MVP will move on to either the tag titles, or they'll go after the United States Championship and be in a faction with Apollo Crews. Well, no, go for the tag titles and be in a faction with Apollo Crews, or go after the United States Championship against Apollo Crews. Sorry, got it confused there. My bad. I could see that, and I'd be fine with that if they did that. And I think now we can finally move on to our main event of the evening. I think. The greatest wrestling match ever. Edge versus Orton. Not in their prime, but both well experienced, both understand how to work a match perfectly fine. And it could be a really good match. I wonder how they're going to do it, though. Because I don't think this is going to be the greatest match ever. And it could be a really good match. It's not going to be the greatest, though, in my opinion. When you say something's going to be the best, it's hard to get behind that unless someone's already hyped for it, right? Like, there's people who are hyped to see this match, but hearing greatest match ever, now their expectations are kind of lower because it's like, it's not going to be that good, is it? Some people are saying they could end this one in a very clever way. In a very clever way, which I would appreciate. I would also like it if like this wasn't an event, maybe it's the first match, right? The show opener. And then they don't wrestle and they become rated RKO again. I think that'd be kind of hilarious. Or he just gets hit in an RKO and it's over. But I don't know. I'm thinking Edge is going to win this one, as weird as it sounds. But that's it for the video. Thanks for watching.